This is the press conference for the 2013 Dream at the Green. We want to thank our hosts, the Quaker Steak and Lube in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, for allowing us to hold the press conference here this afternoon. And to my right, far right, Nunzi Allugrucci, who is teamed with Greenwood Valley promoter Gerry Creveling to present the second annual Dream at the Green, coming up on April 6th and 7th, just 2 weeks away. And Nunzi, with 2 weeks to go, how are the nerves? I know you're getting close.
Definitely a lot calmer than last year. You know, this is nothing more than fun for me. You know, I don't know anything about track prep. I'm involved in promotions for a living, so this is me promoting my hobby. It's torn between race or promote now that I own a car. You know, I think because I'm such a hands-on guy, it made me realize that I can't race it. You know, and it's fun. You know, it's meant to be fun, and it's meant to be for the racers. It's why I'm doing this for the third time.
And we should point out, for those who may not be familiar, the Dream at the Green is for the 270 micro sprints and 600cc micro sprints. It'll be an all-wing show, wings on both divisions, 2-day event as mentioned earlier, and a very unique qualifying format. And first I'll ask the guy who has to get the track ready and who ends up waving the flags for all of the events this weekend, Gerry, with all the racing involved in a unique qualifying format, does it present unique challenges to you as far as getting the track prepared?
It really does, because I listened to a lot of guys through their earlier interviews about how Greenwood is never the same. I hear that every week. I have a tape measure on the pole. The tires are within 6 inches every week, so that's not a problem. The list in there, the track prep for a big show, I guess I put a lot of pressure on myself. I want that track perfect. I want Nunzi to look good, especially sponsor the show and help me get promoted there. I want our facility to be one of the best places for anybody to race a big show. So it does put a little extra time on the track, but I'll do the best I can, and everybody's going to be on the same surface.
And we know that this month of March especially has thrown a few curves into trying to get the track ready, but with 2 weeks to go and more snow in the forecast, are you any sleepless nights at your house?
I have not been on the track yet. We were down yesterday and there's still snow on the backstretch in turn 2. They're calling for 2 to 5 inches of snow tonight, so all I can say is we will be ready.
There we go, the never say die attitude. Nunzi, I know you've kind of coined the phrase that the Dream at the Green is a race, or an event, excuse me, promoted by the racer for the racer. And your background, of course, as a driver yourself, certainly you kind of know what the racers want out of a big race.
I mean, the whole, why we're here for the second Dream at the Green is, you know, for me racing, you know, I guess I'm hands-on enough where I just want to do it myself. And, you know, I thought, okay, here's the places I could have a race. And the Crevelings were my first meeting at Greenwood Valley, and I didn't need to have a second meeting. And they gave me a little bit of a leash the first time for the RTS 10K Challenge. Last year they let me go wild, and, you know, this year it's the same. You know, we became close friends out of the deal, and you know, it's fun. Maybe I'll end up racing one of these in a year or two. That I don't know, but you know, it takes a team. You know, they are probably more efficient than any racetrack that I know of as far as what they get accomplished in a night with their staff, and we complement each other well. You know, they let me handle the promotion, I let them handle, you know, the back end side of it, the track prep, and the results spoke for themselves last year. I mean, we just worked well together. We're going to keep working well together. You know, yeah, you try to give it a little more flavor, you know, with extended format, revenge draw, you know, but it takes a team, and we make a good team.
Oh, there's no question. The car counts, the support that you've gotten certainly spell that out. And Gerry, it's got to be fun with when you finally get to stop and look around on race day when the track is ready to go, and you see over 60 of the 600s, over 50 270s, and the best of the best in your pit area, even though you still have a lot to do on the flag stand, it's got to be enjoyable.
It's very enjoyable. And I guess the most excitement there for our family is we know the best of the best is there. And I guess what it does, I mean, I heard you guys comment on the last lap pass and stuff. It does come down to that, but you can also watch that group right there run wheel to wheel. And they aren't there to eliminate each other. They're there to win. Honestly, to win. Whatever it takes to win, yes. But a couple said, you know, we're not there to take them out, but if we have to rub them, we're going to rub them. So I guess really, I don't know whether I have to flag any other part of the race or just wait till the last lap. So,
watching the past editions, the 10K challenge and last year's dream is pretty exciting every lap at Greenwood Valley.
it is, and the year that Mike Rutherford took that challenge, I mean, that was the talk of everything. I mean, honestly, they knew where he finished. I don't even think they knew who won. The winner really didn't mean a whole lot. Mike Rutherford come from last place and finished third. And, you know, it was an awesome race, and I mean, he did. I guess what I got to say there is everybody says there's no passing at Greenwood. That was the top guns in micro sprint racing that you could ever find or be around, and he came to the back of the pack and finished third. Was the brakes on his side? Yes, it was, but it was racing, and he did it. I hand off to him that year.
No question about it. Nunzi, as the race now has grown in stature, you know, and it's proven to be so popular, have you found that it's easier for you to make those phone calls to potential sponsors, saying, hey, will you be part of the Dream at the Green?
It was mixed. Some people wanted back and wanted more. Some people didn't want part. You know, business is tough, and you know, it's up and down. You know, everybody's, including my own. So, you know, there's no hard feelings for any people didn't want to come back. You know, it was hopefully they're back next year. I mean, you know, I've said this to Gerry before. I want everybody involved in this. You know, all the engine builders, all the chassis builders, and we do the best we can to bring that, and all the racers. You know, something that, you know, me and Gerry need to talk about that we did is we want to invite the other promoters to this race. You know, tracks, manufacturers, competitors, together the sport's better, not individually. And maybe that's my racer input of it, you know what I mean? If everybody worked together, it'd be better, and that's very tough to do, but you know, it's a good group. I mean, you see the sponsors behind us, it's almost everybody involved in it, and it's needed. And you can't have this on every week, but you know, each track can have this event once, twice a year if we're all on the same page.
Gerry, it's got to make you feel good again. Yeah, when you see that list of sponsors all supporting an event at your place.
It does. And we can't run without it. That's what we need. We need the racers and the sponsors to make it happen.
I know last year, I believe, at this press conference, we talked about getting a nice, heavy, tacky track surface. It seemed like that's what the racers were asking for. I think we're going to hear more of the same this year, because it worked so well, especially for the Saturday night when we ran those qualifier races and the heat races. Just terrific action. We're hoping the weather, I'm sure you're hoping the weather is going to allow you to have a surface like that ready.
I'll have it. That'll be it.
I'll just chime in and say this. You know, a lot of people, you know, you know, who has this, say, or that, say, all I can tell you is, as much as I promote this event, they're behind it there, and he's already said he'll do everything and anything in his power. Last year we had the worst possible weather conditions. I mean, we had to cancel the second day. 2 weeks later we completed it. They love the success, and they're as equally excited, and it's going to be there. You know what I mean? Not every year in dirt track racing is it a duplicate of the year before. You know, last year's bar was set so high that, you know, we're going to try to match that and surpass it. And, you know, I do. He's confident, I'm confident that it'll be good.
And is it chasing the track a little bit in dirt track racing? Isn't that part of the fun?
Yeah.
Part of what it's supposed to be about?
Yes.
Yes, we'll leave it at that. Absolutely. Any closing comments?
I'm good.
I'm just thankful they let me have fun at this once a year. I mean,
we want to thank Nunzi especially for promoting the show and going out and getting the sponsors. And I mean, I think everybody knows nowadays with their own teams, it's tough to make it through. And Nunzi has put a great show on, and we really appreciate everything from Greenwood Valley and having him on board.
They're very easy to work with and fun. Like I said, we've become, you know, you get to know your flagger and your racetrack owners a little bit, but getting to work with them, they're good people, you know, and it works well. We complement each other well, and you know, I don't know, maybe we'll do it more in the future on a regular basis. Maybe we won't, but for now, we'll kick the pants off for one race a year, you know.
And it's certainly proven to be a huge success. Fun, the key word. It's a fun 2-day event. The Dream It's a Green coming up on April 6th and 7th.